Hello everyone. The finale of this video is explain the definition about didactics of English and talk about the key points of the practice guideline, like my rights and my duties, and also the number of practice hours and how these are distributed phases of the pedagogical practice. Okay, let's start. What is didactics of English? English didactics is the science of the teaching and learning of the English languages, literature, and culture. I can say that didactics is the way how teachers teach and impart the knowledge in order to a person learn something specific, for example, in this case, English. In that order of ideas, didactics of English is the methodologies and strategies that the teacher use for teaching something, and how create tools or methods that the teacher has can possibility impact the correct student learning. About the documents, lineamientos de práctica, regulation, I can say that this course form part of practical component about the pedagogical and educational practice. This course, it is a curricular training space whose purpose is the staging of the skills development by the future teacher in his process as an educational professional. It is important to know that the pedagogical practice have a regulation. The regulation is very long, but in this space I talk about the most important. The regulation has rules that define the necessary condition for the development of the practical component. Also, it is important to know that there is a root of pedagogical practice which is in the curriculum, and this curriculum focuses on a participant observation, intervention, and reaching. For the correct development of this practical component, the student must have the requirements, a lot of the requirements, but the most important are have approved a minimum of 40 credits. Another requirement is to have done the pre-practice seminar. For me is the most important because in this space you can know where will be your practice scenario, and this seminar is development before of the beginning of the practice. Okay, about the duties and rights, there are some duties and rights, but for this video I want to talk about the most important in my opinion, and these duties and rights are very important for the development of the practice and the correct development of the practice. Rights. It is important to read and understand the documents, lineamientos de práctica, also the document of regulation. It is important to be responsible with the process in the seminar of practice. It's important to have the membership in EPS or SISBEN. It is important that the student create a schedule, and this schedule is important that fulfill with the work plan. It's very important have attitude and be responsible with all the process. And the most important for me also is to have an active participation. For this help you understand and enrich your process. About the duties, it is important have practice scenario achievement, have teaching support that allow enriching your training process. It is important receive induction on the development of the practice, and be affiliated to the IRL it is important have this RL for the development of the practice. And the last one, it is important to receive certification of the practice exercise. This is important for our professional experience. Okay, in the final of this video, I want to talk about the number of hours and how are distributed. For this course, we must develop 32 hours of participant observation practice, in which 20 of them are carried out in public or private educational institution or in a virtual space. These 32 hours will be complete as follows. 3 phases, 2, 3, 4. The number 1, phase 2, called language theories. The time are 8 hours participation or observation practice, 2 hours material development, 3 hours as a pet. In the phase 3, called language skill, are 8 hours participant observation practice, 2 hours material development, and the last one, phase 4, called simulated practice, are 3 hours for adjusting portfolio, 3 hours for simulator, and 3 hours for SAP. That is all for today. I had a good experience reading all the documents. The regulation was very long, but I considered that understand the main points, and I am very happy to begin this practical component. I have a lot of expectations for this course, and I am very happy, and I have the best attitude. Thank you. That is all for today. Goodbye.